Welcome back to Enchanted Learning. It's me, Manasat Khalid. In the previous class, we were discussing about Consumer Protection 1986. Today, let us move to the next topic. We shall discuss certain questions which can be asked in Viva for both LL.B students and Consumer Commission members interview. Let us move to the video. So, let us discuss certain questions regarding Consumer Protection Act. A murderer, approached B, an advocate, for obtaining an anticipatory bail and paid 50,000 rupees as interim fee. B agreed and assured that the bail must be granted by the Sessions Court within 1 week, but the Sessions Court dismissed his bail application. A filed a complaint before the Consumer Commission for deficiency of service and returning of fees. Whether A can file the case. In this problem, A cannot file the case against the above mentioned advocate, because as per the recent judgment, a case cannot be filed against an advocate for deficiency of service under the purview of Consumer Protection Act. A entrusted B. Next question. A entrusted B, a contractor of constructing stages, to construct a temporary waterproof stage for his housewarming function for an amount of 50,000. After making the stage, there comes a rain, cat and dog, and the guests who were under the stage were wet. A filed a complaint before the commission. B claimed that the act was only force majeure and so he is not liable. A claimed for the deficiency of service. Whether A can succeed his case. So here A entrusted B, a contractor of constructing stages, to construct a temporary waterproof stage for his housewarming function for an amount of 50,000. After making the stage, there comes a rain, cat and dog, and the guests who were under the stage were wet. A filed a complaint before the commission. B claimed that the act was only force majeure and so he is not liable. A claimed for deficiency of service. Whether A can succeed his case. In this case, A can file a case against B because he availed the service of the stage maker for the purpose of construction of waterproof tent that for feasting his guests, but the stage which was constructed by the contractor was of inferior quality. So during rain, all the guests who were under the stage were wet. So here the service of the contractor B was found deficient. So he committed deficiency. So A can file a case against B for the deficiency of service. Yes, because he availed the service of stage maker for the construction waterproof tent for feasting his guests. But the materials used for construction of tent was of inferior quality. Hence, he committed deficiency of service. Next question. Out of the following, which are consumer rights? Out of the following, which are consumer rights? Right to protection, right to inform, right to be informed, right to choose, right to be heard, right to education, right to redress. Answer, all the above. All the above. So, these are all consumer rights and can be remembered by using a code PICRE. So, what is it? Right to protection, right to inform, right to choose, right to be heard, right to education, right to redress. All comes under consumer. All are the consumer rights under Consumer Protection Act. Next question. Any act of negligence or omission or commission by a person which causes loss or injury to the consumer is called deficiency. What is it? Any act of negligence or omission or commission by a person. The act of negligence or omission or commission by a person that can cause loss or injury to a consumer can be called as deficiency. So that deficiency means that causes loss or injury to the consumer by a person who makes an act of negligence. Act of negligence or omission or commission. That act of negligence or omission or commission is known as deficiency. Next one, deliberate withholding of information from a consumer is called deliberate withholding of information of a consumer is called, that is also termed as deficiency. That is, intentionally if a person withholds an information regarding a product or anything from a consumer, then it can be also called as a deficiency. So deficiency can be an act of negligence or omission or commission by a person which cause loss or injury to the consumer, or it can be also a deliberate withholding information from a consumer. Marketing and distribution and sale of goods or provisions of services through a network of sellers is called marketing and distribution and sale of goods or provisions of services through a network of sellers is called direct selling. What is it? Direct selling. So direct selling means it is done through a network of sellers. Here market and distribution is done and also sale of goods or provisions of services. These are provided through a network of sellers. Then it is known as direct selling. If provisions of services, sale of goods as well as marketing and distribution are done through a network of sellers, it is called direct selling. Next one, buying and selling of goods or services including digital products over digital or electronic network is called buying and selling of goods or services including digital products over digital or electronic network is called, it is termed as e-commerce. That means buying and selling of goods or services. These goods or services can be, these goods or those goods or services may be certain digital products, and it can, these services or goods includes digital products. The buying and selling of goods or service where digital products are also included, and these products are bought and sold by means with the help of electronic network. So over digital electronic network, buying and selling of goods are provided, and this goods or services includes digital products, then it can be termed as e-commerce. That is buying and selling of goods or services including digital products over digital or electronic network is called e-commerce. In the first case, distribution and marketing, distribution as well as sale of goods or provisional services through a network of sellers is provided, then is known as direct selling. In the second case, goods are bought and sold, goods as well as services. Those goods or service includes digital products, and that means these products are distributed through a electronic network, then is called e-commerce. Next one, a person who provides technologies or process to enable a product seller to engage in advertising or selling goods or services to a consumer is termed as, answer is the electronic service provider, ESP, electronic service provider or ESP. That means a person who provides technologies or process. A person who provides technologies or process for what purpose? To enable a product seller, that also to engage in, it helps him to engage in advertising or selling goods or services to a consumer. So this technologies or process that helps a product seller to engage in advertising or selling goods or services to a consumer is termed as electronic service provider. Next question. Any message, verbal statement or demonstration in advertisement is called, any message, verbal statement or demonstration in advertisement is called, it is termed as endorsement. That means any message, verbal statement or demonstration in advertisement is known as endorsement. Next one. Any material statement, affirmation or promise to a product or service warranting that it conforms to such a material statement, affirmation or promise is called, any material statement, affirmation or promise to a product or service warranting that it conforms to such a material statement, affirmation or promise is called, it's called express warranty. Express warranty. That is, when a product is displayed, or when one purchases a product, a brochure is provided there. So in this brochure, the efficiency of the product, its quality, etc. Will be mentioned. So that is what known as express warranty. So any material statement, affirmation or promise to a product or service warranting that it conforms to such material statement, affirmation or promise is called express warranty. Next question. Is it a person purchased cannabis for his intoxicating purpose? The cannabis is not good quality as what expected by him. Whether is it be a consumer? This question can be asked in Viva as well as in descriptive type questions. So what would be the answer? Is said a person purchased cannabis for his intoxicating purpose. The cannabis is not good quality as what expected by him. Whether he can be a consumer. As per the section 2 of the Act, specifically it says that any person who buys any goods for consideration, any person who buys any goods for consideration can be considered as a consumer as per section 2 of the Act. But in section 221 defines the term goods. In section 221, goods are defined. So here, it goods means in case as per the Act section 221 of Act, goods means every kind of movable property, and it includes goods. Sorry, goods can be any kind of movable property, and it also includes food, which is described or which is defined the clause of J of subsection 1 of section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. So here it's what is the reason here? This, as per the section 27 of the Act, any person who buys any goods for consideration can be called as a consumer. But as per section 221 of the Act, the section defines what is meant by term, what is meant by goods. What is meant by the term goods? And as per this section, goods means every kind of movable property, and it includes food, which is defined in the clause J of subsection 1 of section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. Food is defined in section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. So here food, what all things can be taken under the heading food, or food, what all can be called as a food? It says that food means any substance whether processed, partially processed or unprocessed, which is intended for human consumption and includes primary food or genetically modified or engineered food or food containing such ingredients, infant food, packaged drinking water, alcoholic drink, chewing gum, and any substance including water used into food during its manufacture, preparation or treatment, but doesn't include any animal feed, live animals unless they are prepared or processed for placing on the market for human consumption, plants prior to harvesting, drugs and medicinal products, cosmetics, narcotic or psychotropic substances. So here it says food means any substance. As per section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006, food means any substance, whether processed one, partially processed, unprocessed one, which is intended for human consumption, and it includes primary food or genetically modified or engineered food or food containing such ingredients, infant food, packaged drinking water, alcoholic drink, chewing gum, and any substance that includes water used into the food during its manufacture, preparation or treatment, but it doesn't include food doesn't include any animal feed, live animals unless they are prepared or processed for placing on the market for human consumption, plants prior to harvesting, drugs and medicinal products, cosmetics, narcotic or psychotropic substances. These are all not under the these are not regarded as food as per section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. Here, as per the in this question, the answer is he cannot be considered as a consumer because he purchased a food, a, a product which doesn't comes under the term food as per Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. So he cannot be considered under he cannot be considered as a consumer under this act. Provided that the central government may declare by notification the official gazette any other article as food for purpose of this act having regards to use, nature, substance or quality. So here central government can declare by notification official gazette any other article as food. So that's all about this question. So here as per section 2 of the act, any person who buys any goods for consumption can be considered as a consumer. But section 220 defines what is termed as goods, and goods means every kind of movable property and it includes food as defined in the subsection of section 3 of Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. As per this act, food means any substance which may be whether processed, partially processed, unprocessed, which are intended for human consumption, and it includes primary food or genetically modified engineered food or food containing such ingredients, infant food, packaged drinking water, etc., but does not include any animal feed, live animals unless they are prepared or processed by placing on the market for human consumption, plants prior to harvesting, drugs and medicinal purpose, cosmetics, narcotic or psychotropic substance. So this as per this Food Safety and Standards Act 2006, it said cannot be considered as a consumer. Into next question. Any fault, imperfection or shortcoming or inadequacy in the quality, nature and manner of performance which is required to be maintained or under any law for time being in force in relation to a service shall be called deficiency. So deficiency means in relation to service. What is meant by deficiency? Any fault, imperfection or shortcoming or inadequacy in the quality, nature and manner of performance which is required to be maintained by or under any law for the time being in force in relation to a service shall be called deficiency. So in relation to a service, if there is any fault occurs or imperfection occurs or shortcoming, inadequacy in the quality, nature and manner of performance, then that is service is termed to be deficient. So their deficiency of service is there. So if any fault or imperfection or inadequacy in the quality, nature, manner of performance of a product, in case of service, if it is related to service, then that can also be termed as deficiency. So any fault, imperfection or shortcoming, inadequacy in the quality, nature and manner of performance which is required to be maintained by or under any law for time being in force in relation to service shall be called deficiency. Next question. Whether the president is a member of Consumer Commission. Whether the president is a member of Consumer Commission. The answer is yes. As per section 227 of the Act, member includes the president and member of the national, state or district commission as the case may be. So, as per section 227 of the Act, member is include a member means it can be the president of the Consumer Commission or all other members of national, state or district commission as the case may be. So, the president is also the member of the Consumer Commission. As per section 27, member includes the president, member of the national, state or district commission as the case may be. What is misleading advertisement? What is misleading advertisement? It can be asked in as 5-mark question. What is meant by misleading advertisement? From the term itself, it's clear. Misleading advertisement in relation to a product or advertisement means a person falsely describes a product or service or gives a false guarantee to or likely to mislead a consumer as to the nature, quality or quantity of such a product is in a particular standard or deliberately conceals important information. So, misleading advertisement is in relation to a product or advertisement means. In relation to a product or advertisement means a person falsely describes a product or service or gives a false guarantee to or likely mislead a consumer as to the nature. So here misleading advertising means in relation to a product advertisement, a person falsely describes a product or service, and also he may also give a false guarantee and mislead the consumer about the mislead the consumer mislead the consumer to the nature, quality or quantity of such a product is in a particular standard, or deliberately he intentionally conceals the important information regarding the product. So that is misleading advertisement. In relation to a product, advertisement means person falsely describes a product or service or gives a false guarantee to or mislead a consumer about nature, quality or quantity of such product, is in a particular standard, or intentionally conceals important information regarding the product. For example, a manufacturer falsely describes a product that the frequent usage of a product resists a communicable disease. For example, COVID. A manufacturer, he falsely describes a product that the frequent use of usage of this product resists a communicable disease. So that's a type of misleading advertisement. He gives a false guarantee. A trader falsely gives 5 years replacement guarantee to a product. Really, in the brochure, he mentioned only 1 year replacement guarantee and 4 years warranty. So here also, a trader, he falsely gives 5 years replacement guarantee to a product, but in the brochure only 1 year replacement guarantee is provided and 4 years warranty is provided. So he here uh, falsely a false guarantee is provided to the consumer in this case. So this false guarantee misleads the consumer. So this is a kind of misleading advertisement. A manufacturer sells a particular product by giving an offer to buy one get one free. The food item would expire within 2 or 3 days. So a manufacturer, he sells a particular product by providing a offer that is buy one get one free. So this offer is provided by the manufacturer for what purpose? That is to mislead the consumer. The manufacturer wanted the consumer to buy the product, as the product would expire within 2 or 3 days. So he gives a mislead advertisement by saying if you buy, if one is given as a free, one is given for free. So when you purchase one, you will get another one free. So that kind of offer is provided by the manufacturer to mislead the consumer, because he wanted to sell those products as it would expire within 2 or 3 days. So that is another kind of misleading advertisement. So that is all about misleading advertisement. So what is misleading advertisement? Misleading advertisement is in relation to a product advertisement. It means a false description of a product. A person falsely describes a product or service, or gives a false guarantee to a product to mislead a consumer about the nature, quality or quantity of such a product, is in such a particular standard, or he intentionally hides an important information regarding the product. These are all misleading advertisement. Who is a person under CP Act 2019? Who is a person under CP Act 2019? A person means an individual, a firm, whether registered or not, a society, a company, any artificial juridical person. So a person means he can be an individual, a firm, whether registered or not, or society, can be a company, or any artificial judicial person. So person under the CP Act 2009 means a individual, a firm, which may be registered or not, a society, a company, or any artificial judicial person. Whether human tissues or human organ is termed as a product. Whether human tissues or human organ is termed as product. No. As per section 234 of the Act, of the Act specifies that human tissues, blood products and organs not considered to be product. As per section 234 of the Act specifically provided that human tissues, blood products and organs are not considered to be product. So, human tissues or human organs or human blood products etc. are not considered to be a product as per section 234 of the Act. What is product liability? What is product liability? Product liability means responsibility of a product manufacturer or a product seller to compensate the consumer that any harm caused to him by using his product or availing of his service. So, product liability means it is a responsibility of a product manager or product seller. If any harm or harm is caused by the usage of this product, or by availing his service, if any harm is caused to this consumer, the product seller has to compensate. That responsibility of the product seller to compensate the consumer if any harm is caused to him by using his product or by availing his service. Then it's a responsibility of product manufacturer to compensate the consumer. When any harm occurs to him by using his product or availing his service. So that responsibility of a product seller is known as product liability. Hope you all understood the above questions. These are very important questions and you have to revise these questions as these can be asked in the Viva. So revise all these questions and the topics which were mentioned in the previous videos. So please subscribe, share, like and comment for further videos. Keep watching. Thank you.